Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Chrissy. I'm painting in acrylics today and I'm working on a 16 by 11 canvas. As you can see, I've just toned it grey on the background and dried it off because I prefer my colours on that nice toned grey colour. Now I'm just going in here with some, using a flat brush, with some phthalo blue, and I'm lightening it with some titanium white. So the darker values are less white, obviously. I really enjoyed painting this. There's some lovely contrasts into this painting today, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, leave us a thumbs up, and I appreciate that as well. So now I'm going into the ground. He's actually stood on the guy fishing on the lake, obviously. I put it in a really dark value there. It's really dark indigo blue, which is an awesome colour. And I've also used that into the water as well, and adding some tonal greys also to give them nice reflected underlying darkness that we need in the actual river. So I'm working wet into wet here at the minute. As you can see, I'm just putting the reflection in and just scooting across with my brush. And just like putting some lighter values in, because this is a quite fast moving river. It's coming like round a corner, round a bend, and he's stood on the little island there. So I've gone over to the back hills here. I'm using that dark indigo blue again, just to fill in the dark values on the actual mountains or hills. I'm using my smaller flat brush, as you can see there. I haven't gone over thick paint. I'm just using a nice smooth consistency, so it's not too much paint and not too little. And I just add a tiny little bit of glazing medium in there just to get that smooth finish. It just helps the paint flow across the canvas a bit better. So I'm just putting a little bush here on the right hand side corner. I think it just helps framing the painting a little bit more. Now I'm using a stiff synthetic brush and I'm dry brushing some clouds on here, an off-white colour with a tint of purple in there. And I'm just scrumbling across and just keep moving my brush and just fleeting any shaped clouds in. So just try not make them repetitive, you know what I mean? Clouds are all different shapes. So just remember to keep moving along your canvas. I've gone with darker, well, not dark purple, but I've tinted it a bit more with the purple onto the horizon line that meets the actual mountain side, because like I said, I want the contrast in there. I love all the blues and the purples. I think it makes a really nice painting because you've got your nice warm and cool colours. So them clouds are dry. I'm going over again using the same technique, nice thin layer. The actual first layer was dry brushing, then I've just put a bit of glazing medium on the second layer to just give a more translucent colour and deepen that purple slightly, as you can see there. Now I've moved to my painter's knife, so I'm putting the highlights of the actual snow on the mountain caps. Now I'm using a off-white again. I never really go bright white in my paintings. Like some of you know, if you follow me for a while, you'll notice that I never use just pure titanium white, very rarely. It is tinted with that pinky purple colour. Now I've gone in with some more Payne's Ground white just to break up some of that darkness and add a little bit of distant mist. I've gone in with a browny orange here just to scoot across this landscape because it's like a flat field at the back there, a bit of land that's going on. And I like the oranges as well. That's why I chose the orange colour, because it's a nice complementary colour to the actual blues. So not as bright in the real far distance, as you can see there, but I'm just letting that dry and I'll come back to that. I'm just using my liner brush with thin application of paint, some nice fluid paint, just to get some movement and some more shadows going on the actual river. It is quite flowing, the river, as I look at it. It's more of like a current that's going on, actually. It's not rapids, it's more of a current. I know I'm going with grey white, and I'm building it up as thin layers, as you can see. So I've got plenty of glaze in medium. I've let the black dry before I do this application. This is actually somewhere in Alaska, I believe. Oh, a really beautiful country up there. I'm trying to come back, which you can see here doing. I'm trying to keep that contrast flowing. Because you do cover some up when you start layering, so just come back and put it back in. Now some areas I want a lot lighter where the light's hitting the actual reflections on the water. And the rest I'm just going to keep that nice contrasting darker value. So while that's drying, I'm just going to block my little guy in. I'm just doing him in a nice dark colour. Just a bit of that indigo blue and a tiny little bit of black. I use a chalk pastel pencil as well to draw the actual figure on. Well, the whole of the image, I mean, as well. Now I'm having a bit of grey there just to put some reflected highlights in. Now obviously there's not much detail on his face, so I'm just going to go with the light and dark shadows, as you can see. Now I weren't happy with that, so I've rubbed that out. It was way too thick for his rod. I'm just going back in with some more background cloud. Add a bit more pink. I didn't like the contrast, which you can do. You can let things dry and adjust things as you go. I've gone back in with that yellowy orangey colour again. So that's all dry now on the back. I want it actually lighter where he stood as well, so you can see that I've gone a bit lighter around the actual figure. Now I'm just scooting across that river again with a nice dry brush, just to put some more movement of the current under the water. So it's got that really tidal feel. That bit's dry now, so I'm doing his rod again with my little detail brush. The same colour again to add to these grasses, because I think it harmonises the painting. If you try and use all the paints that all the colours you've used, sorry, in your painting, you know, you can spread that around your painting. It just harmonises things a bit better for you. Brings it all together nice. Darken some more on them mountains, just so they all stand out a little bit more. Just to break it up so you don't get a repetitive line. I hope you enjoy this, guys. If you do, give us a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And if you'd like to share your artwork, you can join my Facebook group. The link for that is in the description box below. And there's other links in there you might be interested in as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you real soon on my next video. On screen now are 2 videos you may like to watch. And if you're not already subscribed, click on my face and be sure to click the icon bell to get a notification. As always, thanks for watching and create something wonderful. See you all soon on my next video.